Once upon a time, in a faraway village in Africa, there lived a girl named Obiageli. She was very fat, not just big, but village-famous fat. Her laughter was as big as her body, and when she walked, the ground gently greeted her with rhythm. Her arms jiggled when she walked, her cheeks danced when she laughed, and her wrapper always cried for help. No one saw her joyingly her size. People mocked her, including her fellow girls. She can eat a whole pot of yam alone. If she sits on your bench, just say goodbye to the bench. She'll never find a man. She smiled in public but cried at night. All she wanted was to be slim, to be loved, to be admired like the girls with flat stomachs and small waist beads. One night, after another day of being mocked, she whispered to her room, "Please, I want to be slim. I want people to love me. I want men to look at me and not laugh." After crying one night, Obiageli ran away from the village, into the forest heartbroken and desperate. There she sat alone crying. A voice echoed softly behind her. "I will grant you anything you wish for, be it wealth, fame, power, beauty, just mention. But it has to be just one thing." The voice spoke, and without thinking about it, she said, "I want to be slim, beautiful, and wanted. I want to be loved." "Your wish is granted. Go back home, and when you wake up the next day, you would have gotten what you wished." The next day, to her surprise, she woke up extremely beautiful, slimmer, and attractive. She became the kind of girl men would fight over. She changed her dressing and looked more beautiful. Now, the same men who used to laugh were the ones knocking on her door. But Obiageli was no longer the kind, humble girl they once knew. When a local hunter came with palm wine to ask for her hand, she scoffed. "You, a hunter? Do I look like a bush girl to you?" When a yam farmer came with roasted goat meat and yams from his farm, she rolled her eyes. "God forbid! Yam and goat meat? Where's your bens, a beg?" When a young, handsome palm wine tapper came, he said, "Obiageli, I've admired you for a long time. I may not be rich, but I have enough to take care of us. I'm strong, and I will work hard to provide for your needs. Honestly, I'll treat you like a queen." The air was still. Obiageli looked him up and down slowly from his dusty feet to his face. She laughed, shook her head, and scoffed loudly. "Me? Obiageli, the slay queen? Marry a palm wine tapper? Please, I'm more expensive than your whole family's tree. If I wanted bush life, I would have stayed fat." Another man from a faraway village came. He was a soft-spoken, well-educated village schoolteacher in his early 30s. Clean shirt, polished sandals. He was not all that wealthy, but was an average man. He had heard of Obiageli's beauty and wanted to know her beyond the body people praised. He came bearing a thoughtful gift, a small novel titled The Woman Worth Waiting For. He smiled and said, "I may not have much, but I believe in building a future. I want a woman I can grow with, not just admire. Let me court you, Obiageli." Obiageli looked at the book like it was a dead cockroach. Then she laughed loudly. "So this is what my beauty has attracted now? A man with books instead of cars? You want to romance me with grammar and chalk? Mr. Teacher, a beg, go back to your blackboard." One early Sunday morning in the village, just as Obiageli was stepping out in a beautiful dress, a self-declared prophet of God stopped her on the road, sweating and shaking with revelation. He carried a cracked Bible. He shouted, "Sister Obiageli, the Lord showed me your face in a dream last night. He said, 'You are the bone of my bone, the queen of my calling,' the Spirit told me. 'You are the chosen one. My wife, my helpmate, my Esther.'" "Yeah, so your spirit did not tell you to brush your mouth this morning. Look at you like hunger in human form. If I marry you, even mosquitoes will pity me." "Bone of your bone? My dear, the only bone I see here is in your hungry neck. Go and cast out the poverty in your pocket first before casting demons." Even when a chubby, do young man came soft-spoken and hard-working, with a gentle smile she laughed in his face. "Me? Marry a fat boy? Have you looked in the mirror? I've suffered enough. Get out of here." She rejected the poor. She rejected the kind. She rejected the hard-working men. She wanted just one kind of man. He must be fine, rich, tall, with 6 packs and a Benz or at least a Lamborghini. I'm too beautiful to settle for less. I need someone that will take out of this village. Every time a man came, she would ask, "How much do you have in your account? What kind of phone do you use? Do you go to the gym?" If he failed one question, rejected. But the truth? That perfect man never came. Time passed. The men stopped coming. One by one, they left her alone. Even the fat boy she mocked found a beautiful wife, someone who saw his heart, not his size. Obiageli remained alone. She had her body, she had her mirror, but no love, no laughter, no warmth, only her pride and her rejection list. Years passed like harmattan, wind quick and dry. Obiageli was now in her early 30s. Still beautiful, yes. Still slim, yes. But something had changed. The shine on her face had become dull, and the once glowing attention from men had turned to silence. The knock on her door had stopped echoing. Gone were the rich young men. Gone were the boys with soft voices and flowers. The only men that came now were married elders, whispering shameful things. "Just one night, I'll pay you well. You don't need to cook. I'll take you to a hotel. You're too old for marriage now. Just enjoy yourself." And when younger men approached her, it wasn't to marry. It was to ask her bluntly, cruelly, "How much for a night?" "I beg. I know they look for a wife. Oh, just fun." Some even joked and said, "Nah, your type they call themselves big girls, but nah old mama you be." She sat by the mirror one night, looking at her slim face. "I became fine, but I forgot who I was. Now I'm already in my 30s and no man." She no longer wanted a man with 6 packs. She no longer cared for cars or fine shoes. "Now," she prayed, "God, please, just send me one man that will love me. I don't even care what he looks like. He doesn't need to be rich. He doesn't need to be handsome. Just kind. Let him just love me." But it was too late. Even when good men came, they looked past her. "She's older than me. She used to mock fat people. She's not the kind of woman I can trust. She's only settling now because time has humbled her." Obiageli became a ghost in the same village where she once shined like the sun. One day, the same fat boy she once laughed at walked past her holding hands with his wife, their baby strapped to her back. The wife was soft, happy, plump and loved. People respected her. Obiageli smiled weakly and greeted them. The fat boy nodded politely, but his wife held him tighter. And in that moment, Obiageli felt something crack inside, not her pride, her heart. She had chased beauty and forgotten kindness. She had gained shape but lost soul. Now, she would have given everything just for the chance to go back. But time, like youth, does not return when called. She now advised the younger girls, beauty fades, pride isolates, love sees the soul, not the shape. Don't forget your past when your present starts to shine. The same doors you close today might be the only ones that open tomorrow. Be careful what you wish for. I could have chosen wealth and worked on my body, but I chose beauty thinking that is where wealth and happiness lies. I thought by just being beautiful, I was already complete in life. Only if I had known that there is more to life.
If you love interesting African stories, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new story when it drops. We've got something exciting every time. You definitely don't want to miss out.